welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray and we are about to jump into the season finale for season 2 of The Wheel of Time. I'm very excited to get to this episode. I don't know, I hope it's a bit longer than the other episodes, fingers crossed. We're all meeting in Fong. Everything is coming to a head. Everything that's been building this entire season is coming to a head. We're going to get, I know we're going to get, or at least I hope we're going to get Egwene finally out of her Adam. Nynaeve and Elaine are on their way. They've just captured a Soldam. And put the collar on the Soldam. We're going to get finally the face-off between Ishamael and Rand. Ready for that. Probably going to get Rand declaring himself the dragon in Fong. He did it in Tyr in the books, I think. So they just adjusted it to Fong, which is totally fine. We're going to get, I don't know what else we're going to get other than that. We're going to get this hilarious road trip with Rand, Moiraine, Lan, and Lanfear in the waves. That's so funny. I'm so ready for this goofy ass road trip. I think wasn't in the books didn't Selene travel with them as Selene? Like they didn't know that was Lanfear? Or am I remembering wrong? I'm pretty sure she did. I'm pretty sure she traveled with them in the hunt for the horn. But everybody thought she was still Selene at that time. If I remember correctly. It's like I said, it's been over 10 years since I read these books, so sorry. But this time we're gonna get them traveling together, but it's Lanfear, and everybody knows it's Lanfear. It's so funny. Speaking of the horn, I'm hoping that we'll get the horn blown in this episode, and those who know. I really hope that that's in this episode. And then we might get some cameos of people for the future. Because there's some people I think have been cast by the point where they filmed this that I think we might get some cameos of. But I can't be 100% sure of that. And if we don't, it's totally fine. But I'm hoping that we get some very specific cameos in this episode. We'll see. I don't really want to talk about it too much more. Avi. I'm hoping we get some Avi meeting certain people in this episode, and maybe some reveals there. I'm trying to keep it vague for people who've never read the books. Sorry, y'all. But I'm hoping we get some of that in this episode. Other than that, and a flashback. I hope we get another flashback at the beginning of the episode to the boar, maybe. Maybe to the boar or something, or I don't know, to the Age of Legends. I want it to be to the I want to see a flashback to the Age of Legends. I want to get Lews Therin, because if we have Rand and Ishamael facing off, this would be the perfect place to show Lews Therin, Telamon, and Ishamael back in the day. Or what was his name? I can't remember what his name was. It wasn't Ishamael, but this dude. I think it started with like an M, right? No, that was it Lanfear? Lanfear started with an M. Maybe they both did? Whatever. I want to get flashbacks to them, when they all knew each other. Especially Ishamael and Lews Therin, Telamon. Really want it. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and end the preamble there. We're just gonna jump in and watch the episode. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Ooh, I'm sorry. He's not gonna do that. That's a little bit fucked up. I love that we got to see more of Luz. Fares! He's so great. Oh, no. Damn. And I like that it's a wheel. It's a circle. When they seal him in. Oh, that sucks. Man. I'm glad we got at least a little bit of the Age of Legends.
Dragon will return to us. Above the watchers shall the dragon be proclaimed, bannered across the sky in fire.
Ooh, starting the prophecies. The Cariathan circle. Cycle, not circle, cycle.
You two are being very quiet back there.
What did they say? She's so funny.
This is it? The Waygate to Farm? You're alive only because I allow it. Because you have a role to play still.
It's the way she just casually does stuff that's so sexy. Oh, it's on the beach, like in the water. That's cool. Oh, does it during high tide? Is it just straight up under water or mostly submerged?
You channeled in the ways. Much is shin.
She's fine.
Even, but I can't take all that dead weight with us.
How can you think I'd ever try?
You know who I am.
The manipulation. I mean, she's not lying, but she's also lying. Ooh, she finally traveled. Yay! We could finally talk about traveling. But to be fair, she has to, like, know where she's going and where she's coming from. It's like a whole thing. So, I get why she didn't do it before now. And, well, don't stay out here in this hot-ass sun. It's like leaving your dog in the car with the window up. Like, have him go back to the woods or something. I don't know. Somewhere cool and shadowed. Maybe somewhere with water. I don't know.
What are you doing here?
I brought Rand.
Now? To fall.
Oh, don't be upset.
We're nowhere close to ready.
Change that.
She's hilarious.
Going to choose us. It's too soon.
He's ready.
He's absolutely not ready to choose the dark. Insane. She absolutely wants to get this man killed. Oh, she's overestimating how much Rand is in love with her. One or the other.
I'd help him kill you.
Oh.
How do I look? It's good. What now?
Oh yeah, she's freaking out over there.
Thing about the place they call the kennels.
Yeah, she's just realizing.
The city is under...
She was very serious about that. Like, girl, this ain't the fight yet.
Perhaps it'll hurt more if I take this.
Oh, it's so disgusting. Oh my god.
My master, you called for me.
Lanfear's betrayed us.
She's sworn to him.
There are many paths to walk through the night.
Don't lie to me! Where would they have taken Egwene? Take this off!
What are you doing to her?
Exactly what it looked like she doing.
It's like a bundle of sensations. All I have to do is push. If you even try to get help, I promise you, I'll make you curse the first kiss your mother ever gave your father.
Listen, Nynaeve is always about them fucking hands. I'm telling you.
The only reason that I was able to say that you're not my equal is that I've known one thing to be true since the first day we met. You have always been my better.
Hey, yay! Finally got her actually talking about her real feelings to this man. Communication, y'all.
Let me back in.
It's time. It's time, baby. The wind, everything. This is like so magical. I love it. And it's the kind of scene that usually you would only get with like romantic pairings. But the fact that it's with a platonic pairing is what makes this so good. I love it. So I guess they're going up there so they get clear line of sight, and then they're going to use the one power to fuck some shit up from up here. Got it. Oh, you saw Valda. Hey, freebie! It's a freebie! Oh, they about to get fucked, by the way. I mean, they're white cloaks, so she's like halfway like, fuck these people. You know what? I respect it. Oh.
Marked sword. Let us see what is required to earn the Heron Blade on this side of the ocean.
Oh yeah, I've never talked about this, I don't think I have. But I think it's so interesting that the Heron mark is universal here. Get fucked.
Serve the blood.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, because you killed his master, so, you know.
Said that Lanfear, Therin, and Ishamael were inseparable before the War of Power. They were best friends.
Maybe even more. No, I'm kidding. But it's like one of these things that it's like very easy fan fiction. To explore what if they were actually banging each other.
Lanfear planned this.
Yeah. She wanted you to get there at a specific time. Oh, it's Dónal. Almost said Tommen.
Lady Selene, you're a long way from Cairn. What do you be doing here? City's under attack.
The lady from Cairn, she went and let them out. I was like, who the fuck are they talking about? Let them out. It was her.
You
Okay.
know that broken piece of Quaindiar I sold you a few months back?
Oh.
Well, I have an inkling that when the...
That's a fortune I'd be throwing away.
Oh, I'll make it worth your while. Go to your boat.
So she doesn't want the other seals to be broken. Because they're up in Ishamael's room, right? He went and collected them and then brought them to his room. So they're just there.
They know how to gentle a man.
Of course.
Yeah. So she really did go through and just... So she's the lady from Cairn that helped Ingtar and Loial get the horn out. Lanfear. She got the Quindelar over to Moiraine just to get her on the scent and the poem, you know. And now she's trying to be the only Forsaken that Ishamael wakes up. But I'm pretty sure him coming in with dusting off his hands means that he broke some or all of the other seals. That's what I'm guessing. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Okay. Love it. And it's very close to his let's say his signature weapon.
Did you not trust in the light? Signal the archers! People of foe! Pick up your weapons! Fight with us! Send these slavers back where they came from!
Fair enough. Yeah, because fuck these people. It's like that meme. Worst person you know made a good point. That meme. Tragic. Oh, well, there goes her. Oh, she felt that. That was weird. Yeah, gotta do it. Oh, shit! Well, get out of the way and... Jeez. A lot of dead people. Oof, they fucked up the top of this tower. Oof. Oh, damn, all these girls. Yeah, that'd do it. Oh, no, was that my gun? Yeah, she's gone. Damn.
Friends. I hope your friends can fight.
Move!
Yes, they can. I think is the answer to this. All of them. Pretty great fighters. Even Loyal can toss them.
The Adam only works on women who can channel. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're the same. You Sultan are just so weak in the power the searchers didn't find you.
Not them Soldam Damane each other. Not them both wearing it the same time. Love it.
You're still my Damane.
Yeah, she could feel it.
If I die, you die.
Then we both dying today. The fuck? Yeah. Yep. I'll say this. That happened differently than in the books. I don't have a preference for either. They were both interesting, and they both have interesting consequences. Oh yeah, because she thinks he's dead. I forgot about that.
I came to save you, but it looks like you didn't need it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should have told you.
That he was still alive? Messy.
Come on.
Yeah, her whole experience has changed her. Please understand that.
Come on.
Yeah, she not okay with that. But, I mean...
this time. Welcome.
No, you're not ready for that, girl. You were not ready for that. Neither one of you are ready for this man. Oh, Lord. Oh, they're going to try and gentle him? Oh. Not them fighting side by side. They have a very fun relationship. Well, it's not fun, but it's interesting. Alright. You can just do it. Remember what Rima said. Don't try. Just surrender. Let it happen. You don't have to think about helping somebody. You can just do it.
Soft.
Oh, his ex! Yeah. And he's got PTSD from last time, don't he? Oh my god! I forgot! I forgot! Why did I forget that this is when it happens? Oh my god! Yeah, we killing this man for our pupper! Get out of here! Oh, oh no, right! He kills his dad and it starts the whole thing. He blew the horn! Yes! What's it gonna look like? I want to see it. I'm so excited. You blew it?
I remember.
You remember your past lives? Oh, no. Brigitte has to be in here. Oh, Uno is here. That's cool. I really like that Uno came back with the horn. Oh, it's a lot of people, actually. Oh, isn't that homegirl from...
One of you. I have fought by your side times beyond number.
Mm-hmm. Became a hero of the horn. I love that, actually. You remember. Ooh, and then Dave is gonna turn around and see you murdering his father. Ooh.
Oh no, no, no!
It was an accident. 'Cause he wasn't really there. That's why he's the father of lies. And when he came up and said in the flesh, he was lying. Obviously. Oh God. Now she's got a channel. She's not gonna be able to heal that. Listen, I love her, but she's not gonna be able to heal that.
Who are you?
Hello.
Interesting way for them to meet. Yeah, she can't heal that. Cause it's like made by literal, like the Shadalagoth knife. Get fucked. It's over now. Not only are they all here, but Rand has his power now. It's fucking over. Yeah, you're not stronger than him, so... I'll see you again in 3,000 years, I guess. It's the way he never stopped looking at him. That's so funny. Oh no. Yep, he burned it into his palm. See you in the next life. Yeah, because it wasn't balefire, so you'll be back.
It's beautiful. Do you see it, love?
What do you see?
Ooh, she is fucking him up over there. Look at that shit. Yeah, and I guess they wouldn't know where the fuck that came from, would they? Yeah, she's got to make the prophecy happen. It's so interesting thinking about prophecy. She has to, like, make the prophecy happen rather than it just being something that happens, you know? I love playing around with that idea of how do you know, the relationship of prophecy to fate and destiny and will and choice. And then Masema's starting to believe. Just as Lanfear planned. Yeah. No, but before he died, Ishamel 100% unsealed the others. Here we go. Ugh, her outfits are so good. Oh, she thinks she's gonna go in there and break and get those stones and put them in the water, but no, they've already been unsealed, baby girl. Get fucked. Look at him.
Betray him.
And you did. These outfits. These Age of Legends outfits.
This is not a fight. This is a warning.
This went super left for everybody. I hope Simmerhage is still here. I hope they kept her character. So, really great ending to a finale for the season. Lots of like battle scenes and everything. I mean, it was a bit of a slow start. There was definitely a slow burn kind of opening of, you know, they're all at Falm, but they're not in Falm kind of situation. So there's a lot of walking, a lot of sneaking around the city. But once they finally got inside, it was mayhem. We got a lot of setup for future storylines. Perrin and Dane Bornhold now, like, haven't just met, they fought side by side, and Perrin killed Dane's father. Now, if I remember correctly, I'll have to remember the books, but I could have sworn... No, I think he does kill him. It's one of two things, right? Perrin either killed him or Perrin didn't kill him, but Dane thinks he did. Or it was like a, you know, I can't remember, but I'm like 90% sure that Perrin absolutely did kill him in this battle in Falm. And, you know, that starts their rivalry that, like, you know, absolutely defines Dane Bornhold. It doesn't exactly define Perrin, but it's certainly like one of his bigger storylines. Being on the wrong side of this dude's revenge, basically. So I'm excited to get into that. Oh, we lost Hopper. Well, I guess book spoilers. We kind of lost Hopper. If I remember, don't we meet him again in Teleran Riyadh? Don't we like see his spirit in the dream world? If I remember correctly, that's what happens. Is like he does die. I just forgot that he dies like really early, And then the other times that we see Hopper, it's in the dream world, and he's like teaching Perrin how to use his power, his dream powers, his wolf dream powers, right? If I remember correctly. So that was really sad, but like, yeah, I guess I just forgot that it happened here. I think it's because they condensed book 2 and 3 and parts of 3, and they like combine certain things. So I feel like maybe it happened in book 3, not book 2. So maybe that's why. We'll have to see. But we got finally the restoration of Moiraine and Lan's bond. They finally got to actually talk and genuinely like express their feelings, especially on Moiraine's side, because she's been bottled up this entire season, both literally and figuratively. And so she finally got to be honest. She finally got to use her power. And I really I've talked about it a little bit at the end of the episode, but I really, really like the way both the books and this episode and sort of the season has played around with the idea of prophecy and how much of prophecy is real, how much of prophecy is what we make it, you know? How much of it is like destiny, fate out of our hands, it's the wheel, can't control it, it just does what it wants. And how much of it is what we make it? How much do we make the wheel? How much do we make fate? And the choices that we make actually decide the turning of the wheel. That whole idea. There's a lot of interesting interplay with that. Obviously, with the story, like there's the obvious people who can shape the wheel, and that's Ta'Veren. But we also kind of have this kind of thought experiment of, is there really any destiny, or is destiny just what you make of it, you know? And even here when oh god, it was on this, I was just thinking about it, the horn. It was something about the horn. Oh, yes, when Loyal was standing there with the horn, and they were like debating on whether or not they should protect the horn, get the horn out, or whether they should go back and try to get Egwene, and Loyal was like, no, what about the heroes of this age? We're the heroes of a future age. You know, a future age's legend. Like, it's us. We are the ones who are in control of this age, and the choices that we make are going to matter in the next age and the ages after, etc. And that concept kind of ties into the idea of we make our own fate. And I really, really like the way that kind of played out on screen here, with those kind of two scenes of Loyal declaring, no, what matters is the heroes of this age. And because he made that stand, you know, they were able to find they were able to find Matt, and Matt was able to open the safe and free the horn, and then blow the horn and call the age the heroes of the horn. I love the decision to make Uno a hero of the horn. If you're gonna kill his character off, this is a great way to like pay homage to him, and it's also a good way to bring him back only when the horn is blown, you know? So you don't have to, like, he's a great character, don't get me wrong, but narratively he doesn't, like, after like these stories, he doesn't really do much other than to be fun and funny, you know? So like you could write his character out of the story easily. So I feel like this is a good way to be able to bring that character back and bring that actor back when you want to, but not have to find a reason to have him stay around and through the seasons, like, actually have to write storylines for this dude. Like, you know, like, you don't have to, like, waste time with that. So I think that's a good idea. It's like, you can bring him back when we want to see him, when the horn is blown. Or, you know, you can, or when, you know, when the hairs of the horn are relevant in the story, I mean. But you don't have to keep him around for constant storylines that, you know, don't bring anything to the overall show. Yeah, it was a good choice, and it kind of pays homage to him too, so I really like that. I like the scene. Speaking of the horn, so the scene where we brought back the heroes of past, maybe that girl with the blonde with the arrow was Brigitte, but I don't know. Like, we didn't focus on her, so it's making me doubt that it's Brigitte. And I can see them deciding, because they Moghedien very clearly is Moghedien, you know? Like, we saw her, she was there, she had lines, there was focus on her, but Brigitte, we didn't see like any like special focus on her. So while I wonder if the blonde girl is Brigitte, I kind of don't think it is. I think we're gonna get Brigitte later on in a different way, so that's fine. I think, yeah, she shows up. I see, this is the thing, I haven't read the books in like 10 years, so some stuff I really remember and some stuff I do not remember. So the little details of exactly when we first meet Brigitte, I'm pretty sure it was here, but I don't remember everything, so yeah. Oh, speaking of Brigitte, because when I think about Brigitte, I obviously also think about Elaine. We got Elaine finally meeting Rand. So, and we have like, ooh, just a little moment, but it was impactful, but it wasn't like overdone. So I really like that. Yeah, that relationship is a lot of fun. Let's just say that relationship is a lot of fun. And it's very different from how they met in the books. Obviously in the books they met in the first book in Caemlyn. But because they completely removed all the Caemlyn stuff from the first season and this season, because we never went to Caemlyn. We got Caemlyn mentioned a few times, but we never saw Caemlyn in the season. So we didn't see Queen Morgase, anything like that. So because of that, the way that they met is very different, and I like it though. I really like that they've taken this season to like build up Elaine as her own person, and her focus, her storyline for this season was actually just about her relationship to Egwene and Nynaeve, who are two pivotal parts of her pivotal relationships for her. So I like the choice to like focus on those connections, rather than the one with her and Rand. I really like that. I like that choice. I also liked, well, we'll see. If I remember, yeah, because I remember correctly, because he does, again, I'm forgetting some of the order of stuff, but he does get stabbed, and it's like the wound never heals. So like she couldn't heal it. Obviously she couldn't heal it. But I thought maybe they were gonna have Nynaeve have a moment where she does this, but obviously it's not gonna heal all the way, because he pretty much has that wound for like he's he has chronic pain, he has a chronic injury, and he has it like for, how do I say this, a long time. Yeah, let's say that. He has it for a long time. Like, he really does like bear like these wounds on his body. And he like gets broken down over time. Let's just say that. And like, this is one of the major wounds that he has that, like, again, it just, I mean, he's lucky that they were able to heal it as much as they could, you know? Interesting way to have Egwene get free. It happens a little differently in the book, if I remember correctly. Well, because they haven't figured out, technically they still have not figured out a way to have the thing be removed, except by killing a Damane, or the Damane dying. But how do I say this? Or I guess letting that person go. Let's say that. But there is a way that they figure out how to use the Adam, and become like, it was a very smart choice to have Nynaeve have it. Obviously she has it in the story. She puts it on, she captures a Soldam, and then they do like a whole, you know, infiltration into the, you know, there's like a whole thing. So it's interesting that they adjusted it to have Egwene find a way to free herself. It does do interesting things for her character, though, because she does all of that with no idea that anybody is coming to help her at all. So she has to like rely on herself in order to get free, or at least that's her thinking. And it's not until after that that Rand shows up and all the others show up. So of course she then knows that she's not alone, actually. But it goes back to the braid. Oh, Rena cutting off the braid. Fucking hell. It goes back to the idea of the braid. The idea that to be a woman is to always be alone and never alone. It's like that theme is so prevalent around both Egwene and Nynaeve. But I think for this season, it's been especially poignant for Egwene's story. And I think that was kind of like mirrored here, the idea that she had to do it on her own. She was alone, but yet she wasn't alone, because the moment that she freed herself, she found out that actually everybody was coming to get her. Everybody was coming to save her. Like, they weren't going to leave her. They weren't going to leave her alone. So I really like that whole idea. But of course, this experience has been so fucking traumatic for Egwene. She's never going to forget it. And it's going to define so much of her life, so many of the choices that she makes. It's not going to, I'm not saying that she's never going to recover, because that's not what I mean. I mean that it's going to impact her. Because it's such a horrific experience, and she, like nobody else, at least of the main crew, nobody else knows what that felt like, what that meant. The closest we got was the little bit of, well, the time that Moiraine spent being shielded, and then the oath being used against her. But that was like a brief moment. It wasn't weeks and weeks, presumably like multiple weeks of being captured by these people and tortured and violated, and having your mind and your body violated by these pieces of shit who just wanted to enslave and use you. Like, disgusting. Yeah, and it's going to be something that she's going to have to like engage with after this, and this experience is going to change her character, and I'm very excited to get into her like deeper arc and arcs, because she has multiple, and they're all super interesting. Yeah, other than that, let's talk about the battle between Ishamel and Rand. Obviously, Rand spent half of it shielded, and then, you know, one after the other, his friends showed up, and then he got accidentally stabbed. And then he finally was able to kill him by setting the sword on fire, or, you know, whatever. And then stabbing him with it. And then he got his brand. He got the heron brand in his hand. Another wound for his body. It's very stigmata. Listen, he is like the quintessential Christ metaphor. Please understand this. He got the spear in the side. He got the hands marked with stigmata. Listen, this dude is like a walking, talking Jesus metaphor. Please understand this. Like, the Jesus imagery is very intentional. He was very on the nose with it. Yeah, so he's got the wound, he's got the hand wound, the stigmata, he's got the oh, and he's stabbed Ishamel. Now, Ishamel did just get stabbed and died, but we know reincarnation is a thing, so we'll see him again. I guess I should say slight book spoilers. It's not that he reincarnates, it's more like he gets, you know, put into a new body. I'm going to really listen. Ishamel has been one of my favorite parts of this show so far, because I love Fire's performance as Ishamel. He's been so fun and interesting, and I really enjoyed the I guess gravitas that he's brought to this character, and the nuance, and like the way when he talks, he just seems so genuine. Even though he's the father of lies, he just always seems interestingly so genuine to me. At least his performance does. Like, he really believes what he says. He wants the wheel to end. He wants nobody to ever be reincarnated anymore. Again, I mentioned it before in the previous episode, but like, if he really wanted to never come back again, he literally could just balefire himself, though. Like, this is the thing. He says this, and I think he believes it, but he's not ready to actually do anything to stop himself from coming back, other than to fuck over everybody else. Like, that's my biggest problem with Ishamel's ideology, is that if he really wanted to never come back, he would balefire himself. He would have any of the other Forsaken would be very happy to balefire him. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. But he does this because he also doesn't want anybody else to come back. And that's my sticking point with Ishamel. I can respect his need to never reincarnate, but I don't respect him trying to take reincarnation from everybody else. Because if he really was honest about it, then he would just write a treatise about how you could use balefire to burn yourself out of the pattern, and he would disseminate that so that people who also don't want to reincarnate can just go and balefire themselves. I mean, I'm sorry to talk about suicide so much, but like, they could all do that, and then then they would be burned out of the pattern, and it'd be fine. And then he could just do it to himself, and he would ensure that whoever wanted to never reincarnate it has that choice, and people who do want to reincarnate can still reincarnate in the wheel. But anyway, that's a different fucking argument. Because the reality is that he also has he's power tripping. It's not just about wanting to break the wheel. It's also genuinely because he wants to. There's a certain level of arrogance and selfishness, but also like a it's also, he's just a bit like, yeah, he's just tripping over his own power and a bit power hungry. He like wants to control other people, because breaking the wheel, that's the kind of thing, breaking the wheel is like such a selfish and yet power hungry and arrogant kind of thing to do. And that's what Ishamael wants to do. Is something that to me feels like it's super controlling. He wants to control, he wants everybody else to think the way he does. And he's going to make it so that nobody else can ever think differently. And that's his goal. And that kind of, that's my stopping point with him. Anyway, I've talked enough about Ishamael, but that's my stopping point with Ishamael, is that I can sympathize with him up to that point. And then at that point, it's too far for me. So, anyway, Lanfear. So Lanfear's been busy. She coordinated to get Moiraine out here from the beginning with the Quendalar and Master Doman. And she's, you know, obviously been playing the long game and wanting to betray Ishamael because she has her own ideas about what serving the dark means. There's many ways through the night, etc. There's many paths through the night, I think is what they say. And she has her own ideas about how to turn Rand to the dark, but only by her side and only in the way that she wants. More arrogance. So obviously she betrayed Ishamael, but of course she didn't anticipate that he would. I mean, obviously he knew that she was going to betray him because they literally talked about how she's going to betray him. So obviously he knew, and she knew that he knew. But I guess she didn't. She thought that he would mistakenly think he could get one over on her more than he was afraid of the others. And so he, of course, got one over on her by freeing the others. The ones he didn't want to free because of probably some of the reasons that she mentioned, Moiraine being, you know, insane, let's say. Sure. Like she's the, you know, poster child for mental health, but anyway. Like, yeah, so Moghedien's insane and the boys can't do anything and all that. And she very, very carefully did not mention Simmerhage. I think that's how you say her name. Listen, I have literally only seen it written on the page, so I don't know how it's supposed to sound. But I always just called her Simmerhage. Simmerhage? 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 Anyway. She very carefully didn't mention her. I don't think, I know some people, some book readers are like, oh, are they going to write Simmerhage out of the story? And I actually don't think that's what's happening. I think that they are saving Simmerhage for later on, and that the reason that Lanfear didn't mention her is because she kind of freaks her out. So that's why. Yeah, but Ishamael's last act of fucking over Lanfear was to unseal everybody else. And then he went up to the tower and he died. But, you know, I guess book spoilers, I'm sure we're going to see him again, but as Moiraine. Moridian? Whatever. Moiraine. I think it's Moiraine. I'm wondering who they're going to cast to play Moiraine, because I need him to give like a different vibe than Ishamael, but I want to feel like it's also Ishamael, you know? Like, but I don't want it to be like a, you know, imitation of FIRST performance. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm excited. What else? What else do I want to talk about? Moghedien. I loved her whole look. I loved her in these pants, these like short pants and these big boots and this like business shirt. Cause she's basically like an evil accountant. Like, I don't know how else to describe her, but she's an evil accountant. So, like all of the Forsaken being like evil, like academics is so funny. like Robin Jordan was cooking. Like, it's so funny. But anyway, so I loved Moghedien's look. I loved her vibe. I loved her using the webs to trap Lanfear. I'm very excited to get a lot of Moghedien. They name dropped Moghedien and Grendel. And then she said the boys. So I think that probably we're going to get a lot of Moghedien and Grendel. And then maybe the boys in the second half. Now, which boys? Damodred, whatever. I think. Who else? Who else was it? Oh my god. I do not remember all of their names. Sorry, y'all. I remember Raven, because it's close to Raven, which is my name. I'm terrible at Bilal. Do you guys think we're gonna get Bilal? There's a lot of Forsaken that I think they could cut. Or I won't say a lot, but I think they could cut some of them. Bilal is one who they could probably cut. I think that's his name, Bilal. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, I think they could cut. I think you could cut him, but I mean, his death is so funny. His death is so funny. Yeah, I'm very curious to see which of the Forsaken they're gonna keep and which ones they're gonna, toss off. Well, double entendre. Which I'm very curious to know which Forsaken they're gonna keep and which ones they're going to just write out. Yeah, I'm very curious. We'll have to see. All right. I don't really want to talk about anything else. I think I've covered all of the topics that I want to talk about. Oh, Nynaeve. Yeah. Let's talk about Nynaeve. So obviously her block is still in place and it's going to be for a little while because again, I haven't talked about this. I've talked about this on my Twitter, on my personal Twitter, but I haven't talked about it here. Nynaeve is being written, especially at the beginning half of this season, is being written like a student with like a learning disability. And I think she's very much being coded that way, which is a very interesting way to approach her block. And she's being written like somebody who is maybe neurodivergent or something like that, who learns differently and needs different tools in order to, do what they need to do. Whether that's usually with learning is what I mean in this particular case. And I feel like her block is being treated like that, which I really like actually. And it's not just about her. Like it's some of it is psychosomatic. Some of it is because she's psyching herself out. But there's an actual, like, this is book talk a little bit, but there's an actual block. Like, it's not just, at least it was in the books. It's not just her mind, like her it's not just about that. It was a block that was necessary because of her being a Wilder. And because nobody at the tower understands Wilders because they don't care about certain, let's say this, they don't understand wilders like that. And so they don't have the tools to teach a wilder. And Nynaeve, Rand, they are wilders. And so their power has to be accessed and they have to use it. And it's a very different way that they have to like use their power. Nynaeve specifically formed a block because she's so powerful that if she hadn't, she would have burnt out when she started to manifest when she was a kid. And so the block that forces her to be angry in order to channel is actually or deathly afraid is actually something that saved her life, but now it's holding her back. And the reason that I mention that she's being kind of coded like somebody who has a learning disability is because the way the tower is treating her or trying to teach her is not the way that works for her. Like, even in this episode, we kind of had a callback to Elaine talking about picture the rosebud or picture the flower bud, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work for her like that. Like, she's very serious. It does not work for her like that. That's not how her power works. That's not how accessing her power works. It doesn't work like that for her. And picturing the flower bud, constantly trying to make her picture this fucking flower bud is also not working, and is making her more frustrated and making it more difficult for her to actually channel. Then they get angry at her and they get frustrated with her, and then they start like, you know, saying, you know, like they're teaching her wrong. And so because they don't understand wilders, they don't understand what her block is and what it means, like, and they're not doing anything to learn about it. Like, they're just trying to like force her to channel like an Aes Sedai. So I'm excited to get into Nynaeve's story of her discovering and exploring her block and finally overcoming it. To be fair, in the books, she has the block for a while. If I remember correctly, she has it for a while. And then she meets certain people and then they help her understand what her block is and like work through it. But we're not there yet. So we have a lot of people. I know that a lot of people in online and whatnot, and you know, people who are show only don't understand her block because the show hasn't really explained it well. And I don't know if it's tough because the people who would be able to explain her block in story aren't here yet. So it makes sense that the show isn't going into what her block is and what it means fully. So I understand the frustration that a lot of viewers have with Nynaeve because they're like, what does she do? She doesn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. It's not just because she doesn't want to or whatever. Like, it's not just an emotional thing. It's actually a block. And I think that might be one thing I would have changed, actually. I might have had maybe Varen or somebody, maybe not Varen. No, actually, maybe Varen and Adeleas, because they've been out in the world. They're traveling the world for their book, right? They're putting together a book about the history of the world since the breaking, right? So they would be the people that would know, have encountered wilders, and have the information to be able to convey it. I mean, I don't, it's tough, right? Because how would you adjust the season so that Varen and Nynaeve met? You know, so that she could explain what a block is, you know? So that's a little tough. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what a good way. I think it, you know what? I take it back. I think it's a good idea to hold off on actually exploring the block and, undoing it and all that stuff. It wouldn't have been right to do it this early. She needs to have the block for longer, but I respect the choice to not explain it too, and to just let it be, and let people kind of think about it a certain way. And then I think probably we're going to get into it next season. I think if they go, because we're combining books and stuff too. So yeah, I think it's probably going to be next season that we're going to actually finally like sit down and genuinely uncover Nynaeve's block. Yeah, I respect it. But I will say this about this episode. I really liked that Nynaeve has accepted it. Has accepted that she just can't do certain things right now. Like, she can't. And what she can do is she can help the people around her. And that's always going to be Nynaeve's focus, is that whatever she does, whatever choices she makes, she's always thinking about how best she can help the people that she loves, the people around her. Even that moment when they were going through the city, walking through the city, and people were dying around her and everything like that, and she was just so upset about that whole thing. Like, it was so clear that she wanted to kind of stop and help them, but she knew she couldn't do that. She had to focus on Egwene. Like, that was very Nynaeve, you know? And I like the idea that Elaine tried to do the rosebud thing. Obviously it doesn't work for her like that. So stop bringing up this fucking rosebud. It doesn't work. Instead she said, hey, you're a wisdom. What do you know as a wisdom? Let's talk about, you heal me like you're a wisdom. And she did. And she worked on her like she was a wisdom. All right, we're not using the one power for this. What do we do if I don't have the one power? Which I didn't have for or let's say this. She's always had the one power, but she didn't know that she had the one power. So what did she do before that? Before she exploded with the one power, you know, in season 1. And she fell back on the skills that she knew as a wisdom. And I really like that choice. I really, really like that choice. So, yeah, but I'm excited to get into next season. I'm very much looking forward to it. I know that season 3 has been greenlit. I'm hopeful that season 4 will get greenlit as well. But, we're probably not going to get any word about that until maybe this winter or something. Or, yeah, maybe spring of next year. Who knows? I don't know how long this next season is going to take, because we did have the strikes, and the strike is still going on for SAG-AFTRA, so I don't know when we'll actually be able to get back to it. I know the writing can start up again because the WGA strike is done, but I don't know what we're gonna do or when they're gonna actually get back and start doing. Maybe they're just going to do pre-production for a bit. And then we'll have to kind of see where we end up in terms of the strikes and see if, we're able to start actually like filming and stuff like that, soon, hopefully, so that we don't have too long of a wait, because we did have 2 years in the last one, and to be fair, that was because of COVID, mostly because of COVID. So I'm hoping that this next season won't be 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, please no. Yeah, but either way, I'm here for the ride. So I'm here for the ride. The Wheel of Time has been getting really great viewership and ratings. Like it's people are tuning in. More and more people are tuning in. More people are talking about it online, and lots of discussion. The show only fandom is growing and growing, so I think we're in a good place. And season 2 has been a blast. It's been easily so much better than the first season. And I liked the first season. Please understand, I liked the first season, but there were things that were very rough about the show in the first season. The second season has been easily like twice as good. Easily. I mean, there's still certain things that they could do better. Number one, these episodes. Yo, we need 10 episodes at least. 8 episodes is not enough for this show. I'm hoping that we can get 10 episodes for the next season. Fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed that we'll get 10 episodes in the next season and a slight bump in budget. Because I really want I want the full series to get adapted. And we've gotten through most of book 3. And you know, obviously some stuff that was condensed and removed and etc. So we're heading into, as far as I understand from the behind the scenes talk, we're gonna head into book 4 for next season, and they're gonna use basically the whole season to get into book 4. So I'm really excited because book 4 is a lot of people's favorite. I mean, I don't think about when I read big series like this, I don't think about it's very rare for me to think about like a single book being my favorite. I usually think about a storyline, and that could span multiple books. Or I think about character. It's really tough for me, especially with a series, to like separate out books like that. Like I just can't think like that. So I can't necessarily say which book was my favorite. And I certainly can't say it now 10 years later, but yeah, so I don't remember if book 4 is one of my favorite books or not. Like, I just remember events. So I'm excited to get into it, and I'm looking forward to the next season. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I have full length on my Patreon. Now, I don't know what I'm going to release next, to be honest. I am watching a bunch of stuff. I was going to watch The Witcher, but to be honest, I wasn't feeling it. So I don't want to watch something where I'm not interested, because then it's not going to be an enjoyable reaction for you, and it's not going to be an enjoyable watch for me. So I have to be in the mood for it, and right now I'm not really in the mood for The Witcher. I don't know why. I'm just not. I did watch Sandman, and that was a blast. I was very much in the mood for Sandman, and it was great. So maybe I'll release Sandman after this, since I've recorded that. What else? Oh, Arcane. I finished Arcane. It was a while ago, so the video quality on that is not going to be great, but I got them, so you'll get to see my authentic reaction. I have to dip back into the MCU. I was watching to catch up, and then I took a break and started watching other stuff, including Wheel of Time. But I gotta jump back in. I have to do She-Hulk. I already watched Moon Knight and Miss Marvel. So my next thing is to jump into She-Hulk, and I gotta catch up to Secret Invasion, although I've heard a mixed reactions to Secret Invasion, so we'll have to see. Other than that, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but you know, I'll let you go. Right now I'm watching a K-drama, Alchemy of Souls. I'm watching Alchemy of Souls, which I'm enjoying for the most part. It's a Hong Sisters drama, so I'm always back and forth with them in recent years with their dramas. They have certain tropes that can be a bit annoying, but their concepts are so good. I love Hong Sister drama concepts. They're so good. So, but for right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm about what is it, 30 episodes? Yeah, so I'm on episode 8 now, and I'm going to probably do 9 and 10, so I'll be a third of the way this weekend in terms of filming, and then I'll start releasing them, you know, probably later. I'll probably finish filming before I start releasing them, but just to give myself time to edit everything. But yeah, just to give you a heads up what's coming down the pike. I am watching Alchemy of Souls. I don't know how I'm going to release it on YouTube. It might just be reviews on YouTube because I hear Alchemy of Souls gets struck a lot. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, look forward to all of that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Can't wait to the next season. And it was great doing this reaction series. So I had a lot of fun with it. All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter.